180-foot tower is on Mount Holly summit, elevation 1,505 feet. And it's 2 miles south of Mount Holly Springs, Pennsylvania, at 40 degrees, 5 minutes, 52 seconds north latitude, and 77 degrees, 12 minutes, 12 seconds west longitude. The receive antenna is at the top of the tower and monitors 467.625 megahertz. The transmitting antenna is mounted at 140 feet and operates at 462.625 megahertz. We have 54 active call signs. 45 individuals checked in last week. If you've checked in within the past 4 weeks, I will announce your call sign. When you respond, please include your name and location. I'll call for new, late, or missed stations after I've completed my list. I'll now begin our check-in.
June 4th and 5th is the ARRL International Digital Contest.
Unit 2 Sandy from York Springs.
Thank you, Doug and Sandy.
Rob, would you say it's pretty hot out right now?
Yes, it is, Jim.
Yeah, it is. You know what really goes good on a hot day?
I know.
Do you know?
I know.
Do you really know?
I know ice cream does real good on a hot summer's day.
Well, you know the annoying thing with ice cream is it melts all the time, right? No sooner you go take a bite of it, it's melted, it's gone. But what you can do, swing over to DieblerFamilyAdventures.com. Check out some of their freeze-dried ice cream. I got some orange sickles here, which is really good tasting. They got chocolate bars, all sorts of stuff. Look at that yummy stuff.
Thanks for checking in.
Check them out.
WREK.
Pick some up. Enjoy the summer. Stay cool. But if you want to stay cool, you gotta step in first.
Mike's Radio Repaired answered in the comments. Freeze-dried ice cream.
That's right. Not a sponsor. Friends of the group.
Thank you, Brian, Amanda, Colton, Garrett, and Leona. WQYX 334.
WQIX 334, Unit 1, Josh.
Unit 2, Tish.
From Shippensburg.
Thank you, Josh and Tish. WRPP 349.
Do it again, Tish. Do it again.
Right to the eye.
You okay, Josh?
RNW 360.
You just beat him?
She did.
I missed it.
Thanks for running that, John.
I waved to him and she waved. He turned his head as her head.
A little taste of what I endure all day long.
Tish, that was awesome.
URHT 408.
Now we could all go up to Josh and just wave. We'll be all ducking and shy.
Oh, we're only supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow. Cool. Ready for this heat wave to be over.
And then Friday, it's supposed to be breezy and a high of 78.
I gave in yesterday. I finally turned on the air. I was trying to avoid it.
WRKC 450.
I got you beat. I got the air conditioners in already.
I just didn't want to turn them on, but I mean, we have central air, and I just didn't want to go out and flip the disconnect. But last night it was too hot.
I thought the heat pump utilized the central air, or the compressor outside.
That is the central air.
No, the
WROE 521.
The compressor on the outside, I thought it had a utilitarian piece for the during the heating season.
RCJ 532.
Ours is just air, not heat.
Oh, okay.
RCJ 532, Tim and Mechanicsburg, no traffic.
Jim, did you see Mike's reply on chat?
Thanks for checking in. WRFG 544.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
551.
Hi, Josh.
That is WQAD 551. Steven Redline.
So we
Love
got
you, Josh.
Thank you, Steve.
end of
What's
the
that?
month.
I can't hear you guys
WRKL
over the
556.
radio. So
Leroy's not there.
So we got field day at the end of the month. We're going to be set up 2 different places, one up in Enola, 101 Beard Road, and the other site we'll have up is the Steam and Engine Showgrounds here in Chambersburg. Any and all welcome to come.
626.
If you want to operate, learn how to operate, just check it out. If you're interested, stop by, say hi. We'll get you on the air or answer questions, whatever you got. Don't be shy. Worst thing you can do is show up and just stand there.
WRKU 643.
and the cookout for the month of June is at the end of field day up at the farm. It'll be at 2 p.m. on Sunday of field day.
Okay.
Up at the farm in Enola.
649, Unit 1, Bob, and
WRAC 649, Unit 2, Kathy.
Thank you, Bob and Kathy. WRKB 658. RFH 661.
WRFH 661, Brian in New Oxford, no traffic.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for checking in. WROP 664.
Is the date to sign up for volunteering at Pine Grove gone or?
Summerdale, early start tomorrow at work, so no traffic this evening.
What was that, Jim?
Is the date for signing up to volunteer at Pine Grove?
WRMH 666.
Volunteer Pine Grove, is it passed?
You can still sign up, but it's past the cutoff to be guaranteed a shirt.
Okay.
And I think we have plenty of people right now. But if anybody else wants to help out, we can always use more help. Friends group was actually struggling to get some volunteers this year for some reason. Normally we don't have an issue getting volunteers, but they were struggling this year. So if there is anyone that wants to help out, even not doing radio stuff, there's plenty of things that they can assist with if need be.
Yeah, if you're interested in helping out, we do have volunteer positions open, help at checkpoints. You don't have to be licensed operator or anything. They do request that you pass the background and stuff for DCNR, for liability and stuff, which is not a big deal. You fill it out. But if you're interested in helping out, if you go to pinegrovefriends.org, it has all the information there on the website. Or if you even want to run in the event on June 11th, you're more than welcome to do that too.
WRPE 755.
And it's also past the early bird registration time, so the fee is a little bit more, and there's no guarantee of a shirt for running the race either, but you can still sign up to run it. Either race, the 5K or the half marathon.
769.
Did you see Tom sleeping there when they called his call sign? He was like this.
RPI.
He never even moved.
And I'm not sure where he went either. He just kind of disappeared.
He did one of these.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
I'm guessing he's
798.
checking off.
WRQJ 798 Portable. Good evening, everybody in the net. Mike, Leader Site, Pennsylvania, York County. Good evening.
Yeah, he's been up busy playing with the solar panels.
Especially for the
generating electricity.
WQWE 866.
Curly.
Good evening, Curly. WRMI 867. WRPC 868.
WRPC 868, Pam in Granville.
Thank you, Pam. WRMV 901.
WRMV 901, just in East Georgia.
Looks like there's some interference in there again.
Lucy, thanks for checking in. WROR 921.
Or it's just on my radio, one or the other.
ROR 921,
I don't
Unit
hear it
2,
there.
Jenna Gardner,
No.
no traffic.
Not like I could confirm that for you.
What's he
Jen,
doing?
thanks for checking in. WRJV 965.
Not like I can confirm that noise for you.
Yeah, I know.
WRDJ
Try and see if I hear it
976.
come in again.
Oh, in the on the net.
RFR 982.
WRFR 982, Ray from West York. Good evening. No traffic.
Good evening, Ray. Thanks for checking in. WROR 983.
There it is.
Uh-oh. Somebody's messing with it up there.
Thank you for checking in, Cassie. WRFK 991.
I really want some ice cream.
We
Got
didn't have
some-
Leroy. We didn't have Leroy on here eating ice cream beforehand.
Yeah, really.
Alrighty, that completes my list. So now we'll call for any new stations or late or missed stations. Please check in now.
WRMR 425.
587, Corey, 11.
To WROG 587, Corey, Eastern Lebanon County. Thank you. Any other new late or missed stations?
Pennsylvania.
I think there was two of them there.
There were two of you trying to check in at one time. The only thing I heard very clearly at the end was Pennsylvania.
Doing it
Did
again.
they do it again, or is it
And
interference?
two stations were doubling there. I don't know what to say. Give it another shot. Perhaps one of you can hold back.
That would probably both
Yeah.
move to transmit.
Now nobody checks in.
That's usually how it goes.
Yep. And then they
That
both
was
go.
what I was afraid of. Both of you held back. Any other stations, new, late, or missed? Please check in now.
Now they're like, oh, forget it. I'll just wait.
WRQD 426, Stephen and Ola.
Chester County.
I know that. I know the Chester County one. I recognize that voice.
WRQD 426, Steve in Enola. And then there was another station right after that. Didn't
Pretty sure
catch
that
who
was
that
John.
one was. So go for it again, please.
Chester County. I think he's the only one we have that checks in from Chester County.
WS673, John, Parksburg, Chester County.
John and Park.
Oh, okay. Got you that time, John. Thank you very much. All righty. Any other stations, new, late, or missed? Please check in now.
WRJA 597, Juan in Lebanon.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, got you on my list here at the end.
Coming to you from
now you're active again.
in his
Thank you, Juan.
shack, it is
Good to hear from you.
WRMR
Yes,
424.
New, late, or missed that would like to check in, go for it. WRPE.
Good evening. Okay.
Okay, Clyde, I've got you there. Thank you. WRPE 755. Any other stations? Please check in now.
T732, Mike in Emmitsburg.
WRMR
All right, Mike,
424.
I've got you there.
Has a crappy
You're
antenna and
returning to
radio.
the
He can't make it to Mount Holly.
active
Oh, I
file.
mean,
WRFT-732.
Sorry, Jim.
Thank you, Mike. Any other stations, new, late, or missed? Check in now, please.
I'm gonna hook up a new unit to your chair. Remote button. Poof.
Well,
Jim, you know what he did
sounds
just
like
did,
it's
Jim?
time now to go
He
to a
stuck
round
the
of
screwdriver in your back.
Let's see if we can catch some folks off guard.
I'm sure it
by
was a metaphorical
going
screwdriver.
through the list this
Oh
time.
boy. We're gonna go backwards
sorry,
through the
Doug
list
and
of
Sandy.
comments.
Okay, Pam in Grantville,
boy.
WRPC 868.
Now I gotta pay
Your comment.
attention. I don't remember who was after me.
Good. Miss your comment.
Then let's go to Curly.
Won't be the end of the
Loganville,
world
Seven
if I
Valleys,
do.
WQWE 866.
It would be somebody with a higher number of 335.
WQWE866. Good evening, John and Annette. Not much happening here.
I'm barely
Just
hearing the
trying to
repeater.
stay cool. I want the cool temperatures back. But otherwise than that, I'm not sitting on the recliner. I actually got up over here to the base because I was grabbing something. So, John, you got me out of the recliner. Hi.
Yes, Mike. We're still good for 2 Sunday at the park. Meet at the Furnace Stack Pavilion.
I'm
The
glad you said.
pavilion's
Okay,
rented
Curly.
for the day, I believe, so we
you.
probably
Thanks for
won't
your
be under the
comments
pavilion,
there.
but we'll meet in that general area.
Back to the recliner, hopefully now for you.
I'll be there.
Okay,
I'll have my
Mike in
club shirt
Leader
on.
Heights, WRQJ798. Any comments you have tonight?
Good evening to everybody in the net. WRQJ 798. Leader Sites, Pennsylvania, York County. Susquehanna Valley, as they say. And we're on the Red Sevis RB27 P Papa unit. And had the opportunity to do another DMR net this evening. Adding to my collection of DMR nets, either in rotation or on a standard basis. And that was for the Western Pennsylvania Digital Voice Net on Talk Group 31422 in the Brandmeister Network. So enjoyed that. Had a good turnout there this evening. And for the rest of the week here, not too much. I think some slightly cooler weather for tomorrow. I'll try to get the lawn done here as I'm looking at it out the front of the QTH here, and I need to get that addressed. And that is pretty much here for the week. Good to hear everybody on the net tonight. Hope we're making it okay here on 4 watts plus or minus. And we'll send it back to net, WRQJ 798.
Okay, Mike, thank you for your comments, and you are coming in loud and clear tonight. Very
Peter
good.
had to chime in.
All right, we'll move up to Clyde in Duncannon, WRPE 755. Anything you'd like to say? We'll move on to Eric in Carlisle, WRNU 752. Your comments? Well then, let's go to Mike in Emmitsburg, WRFT 732. Anything you'd like to
You
say?
caught everybody off guard by going backwards. They thought they had more time for comments.
P732.
They went
Good
to
evening,
get their
everybody.
ice
Hope
cream.
everyone's doing all right.
They're over there at
I've been
DieblerFamilyAdventures.com
on pins
ordering
and
their
needles the
freeze-dried ice
last
cream.
couple of weeks. The guard called me up.
What was that
Yeah,
last
right.
part?
Away again.
Everybody's
And
missing
I
their
said,
check-in. They went to go
"Wait,
grab a snack,
does
so
it
they're on
matter? I'm supposed to retire in a
DieblerFamilyAdventures.com
couple of
ordering their
months?" And they said,
freeze-dried
"No,
ice
we
cream.
can
You're
delay
right,
that."
they are.
So I finally got the word, not 100% official, but 95% that I probably won't have to go after all. So that was some good news. Other than that, not a whole lot going on here. Still trying to work on the Radio Shack, but ran into another delay with
that
the
story.
electrician. So it looks like I might have to wait a few more months for one part. But other than that, not really much going on. So
On
Thank you for
Facebook,
running the net, John. Back over to you.
WRQ8670, Rich in New Cumberland. Apparently, I'm not reaching the repeater with my handheld.
Hey, Mike, just let you know your signal is completely strong with full quieting. And hope for the best
I
on your
wonder where he's at that
problem
he's not
there.
making it.
Shaq. Okay.
interference.
Moving on. How about it, Bobby? WRJF 728. Take it away.
Bobby in Mechanicsburg.
Good evening, folks. 732, real quick. Throw it out on the net, whatever part you need. There's a lot of pack rats that frequent this repeater. Somebody's probably got what you need. Other than that, let's see. We went camping last weekend. We were at, I always get these two.
What's he looking for?
We were at Caledonia. And if you're in the mood for
Not sure. I don't know if he really said.
Will make you work. Pump your repeater with 18 amp hour battery and solar panel up the charcoal hearth trail. That'll kick your butt if you're not in decent shape. But that's what I did, and we owned 575 throughout the park for the weekend. It was quite nice. Not a whole lot else going on. Yep, baseball is done. Kid had his last game tonight, sudden death playoffs, and they lost to a pretty decent team. They played 500 ball for the season, so they nothing to shake a stick at. School is done end of next week for the kids, and then they're on summer break. Yep, it's the crazy, the rat race that is April and May is coming to an end, and now we can coast into summer and stay busy with summer stuff. So, yep, that's all from Mechanicsburg. WRJF 728.
Hey, Bobby, it sounds good. Sounds like you're going to be able to relax a little bit there then. I'm glad you enjoyed your experience at Caledonia. And the Charcoal Hearth Trail puts me in mind to the Trail to Pole Steeple of near Laurel Lake. I was up there one time many years ago with some friends, and one of my friends was carrying a real portable small charcoal grill, and on one of the steepest parts of the climb, it slipped out of his hands, and that charcoal grill rolled the whole way down the mountain. I think that's so sure. I can't remember whether we found it or not, but anyway, have a good one. Thanks. All right, off to Parksburg now with John, WQYW673. Your comments.
Thank you, John. This is WQYW673, John in Parksburg, Chester County. Been fooling with a new radio I got, and I was talking with Mike and Dave the other night, and it looks like it has a little problem with releasing the audio when you have CSS tones on it. And so I contacted Midland, and Midland says, no, it's not supposed to do that, of course, and they are going to send me a whole new radio. So I'm expecting that hopefully in the next few days. But I must admit, Midland did stick behind their warranty, and even though I had a week, I would hope they would. But anyway, they said, no problem, we'll send you a new one. Don't bother even sending the old one back. So I'm quite pleased with that, and we'll see how the new radio works. Other than that, just staying busy between Amish and work. So I will talk to you later, and this is WQYW673. Everyone have a good evening.
Hey, John, thank you. Just letting you know, your transmission for the comments was fine, completely fine, no problem. But when you first checked in, there was definitely something going on there with your signal. But all went away there, and you got through just now. Great. All righty. Hey, Bob and Kathy are up next. WRAC 649. Go for it.
WRAC 649. Not a whole lot here, John. Good to hear everybody checking in there. Great to hear Juan back in there, and Ray, definitely. I haven't heard from you guys there in a while. Hopefully Joe gets in here and says something. I know he had a lot earlier to say, and might have known he doesn't check in now that he can say something. Hopefully we can get him back on here. Other than that, back to you, Net Control.
Okay, Bob. Yes, I was thinking the same thing there when I put his call sign out and didn't hear
She's
from
still
him.
got a couple weeks
Perhaps he
to
dozed off. He
mention.
did make a comment about how he was dependent on how much energy he has as to whether he was going to make any comments. You know, he didn't even get on the air. Okay, maybe he will yet. All righty, Dave in Laurel Lakes, WRCB 627. Your comments, Dave. This is WRCB 627. Wait a minute, we'll let the computer break.
What did he say?
Because I have a bad habit.
He wanted to give the repeater a break.
I forget where it was, whether it was out in Ohio or something I heard over the net recently, was that somebody was actually had their amateur license first and then turned around, like what they heard so much on our GMRS, that they decided to get a GMRS license. And I thought, wow, that's sort of backwards from the way we normally are familiar with it happening. But that's pretty cool. So, it's a two-way street, I guess. I kind of enjoy that. I've been having a lot of fun with my new general ticket and trying to bring up a repeater. I'm doing it very carefully. Excuse me, not a repeater, a linear. And just having a ball. So anyway, hi to everybody. Hi to John in Chester County especially, and to John up at the hill. And hope everybody is healthy. And hi to Joe if he's listening, which is a rare event. But welcome. WRCP 627 will be clear. Dave, have fun with the linear. And yeah, Joe had a lot to say a couple hours ago. With air conditioning and all sorts of things. Well, guess we should have listened back then. I did. Anyhow, I heard it by chance. All righty. How about it, Juan in Jonestown? WRJA 597. Your comments.
Getting closer to my number.
Yeah.
Not much happening. Recently, I've been pretty busy with my photography stuff, doing most now drone photography. If any of you are interested, you can find me on Instagram by drones.pixels. Pretty interesting photography style.
He may have had a call from work.
Sounds great. I've seen some drone photography. In fact, on our Facebook page, a cool picture. I think Brian was the one that took that. So yeah, lots of adventures with that. That's cool. Have fun with it. WROG 587 Corey in Eastern Lebanon County. Your comments.
Yeah, right. He didn't call
Hey,
me.
Mike in Fairfield, WRCH 578. You go for it.
You should have seen. You got to see now what you got to do when we go to.
Well, I went out and watched the Tower Floyd meteor. Well, it wasn't a meteor storm. Don't know if I
got
even
elected
meteor.
from all kinds of stuff.
But we did have I saw about 35 meteorites.
I'm going to be helping out at each checkpoint and on net control, right?
But, still,
I'll be a mobile net control.
For I guess about a half hour.
I got some stuff for you
I
after.
stayed out longer and see more, but stayed out for about a half hour and looked like that. I saw about 35 meteorites, so. And then the only other thing I have is there's other than Field Day coming up on our group get-together at the end of the month, there are some other big contests coming up here into amateur radio. This weekend, the 4th and the 5th, is the ARRL International Digital Contest. So that's any digital mode that supports sending the required contest exchange except RTTY or RTTY. So any of the other digital modes, FTA, or Contessa, Olivia, you name it,
they use RTTY?
as long as it's not RTTY. And then the weekend after that, June 11th through the 13th, is the ARR. Well, yeah, so I think that one is ARRL also that sponsored one. That's the VHF contest. So that's 6 meters and above.
So 6 meters, 2 meters, and on up into the gigahertz range is the VHF contest. So that's about all I have. So we'll send it back to you, John. WRCH 578.
Mike, thanks for getting everybody clued in on those dates and what's the events that are happening. Very good. Okay, how about it, Steve, in Redline WQAD 551? Anything you'd like to talk about?
John there, but that, cars running around, and they have the street lights start actually, I guess, on Friday there and go through Sunday. So if you're in the York area, keep your eyes open there. But other than that, everything's going pretty good. The wife's coming along. She's still home here yet, knock on wood. Hopefully we keep her here, and in a couple of weeks here we want to take a little trip there. So that's about all we have. WQAD 551 back to control.
Wow, I certainly hope that you can keep Kathy at home and be able to go and enjoy yourself on a nice trip. Sounds great, Steve. Thanks. Thanks for your other comments there. Okay. In Fort Detrick, Maryland, how about it, Tom? WRNV 483. Your comments.
I hate
WRNV 483, Tom, Fort Detrick. We did 11 miles on the Monocacy River on a kayak tour. It's on the Maryland side, Route 77 down to Devil Bliss Bridge. Not quite any kind of rapids, a couple of rocky areas, but a very good trip if you want to try it. And this COM will be on the new MXT 575.
I miss getting my kayak out and going down moving water.
I had to send it back because of
I'm tired of using it on still water.
It's all in
It's
one.
more fun in moving water.
Controls in the handset, so if you have any issues, hey, this is a good radio. Seems like it's a good build, and it seems like it's popping through. WRNV 483 clear.
Okay, Tom, thanks for your comments. I think John in Parksburg, I think his radio was a Midland as well. Okay, Steve in Enola, WRQD
By the way, Jim,
426.
I'm hoping to have everything ready for the 891 for that Pi build, for Raspberry Pi build. I should have everything ready for that before next weekend. Except for maybe the audio cable. That might be the only piece I have to work on yet.
Somebody's not getting in.
Thanks, Jim.
Yes, sir.
You are welcome.
Steve, just to let you know.
The nice thing is I already had pretty much everything here. Except I found out I was having problems getting it to compile on this. And I think this board is bad.
I don't know whether it was
this is a Raspberry Pi 3.
But I did
3B.
hear at one point
it was not working
that
right.
you're one of the ones that
it
is
wouldn't
doing
even boot up half the time. So I took this out and put in a 2, and it works just fine.
GMRS.
I'd see how that does.
Doing it backwards from the way it usually is.
I'm going to see how it goes because I'm too cheap to order a 4 right now.
Thanks for your taking the time to comment. Okay, to Josh and Tish in Shippensburg, WQYX
Guess that's me.
334. Your comments.
WQIX 334. Not a whole lot here, John. Looking forward to field day. I know we got the event coming up next weekend. I'm helping out with the race over there at Pine Grove as well. So we got a lot going on this month. We got that, and then field day coming up the end of the month. And I don't know if anybody mentioned it yet or not, but Sunday of field day, June 26th, I believe it is, that Sunday at 2 o'clock, the cookout will be there at the farm after, well, as we're wrapping up field day. Field day ends at 2 p.m. that Sunday. So we'll be wrapping that up and going right into the cookout. and then going from there. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Just been playing with my new 891 a little bit, trying to get that set up and ready to go. And not really liking the fact that school's out, because now I'm the only one that has to get up and go to work. My wife and the girls were all done last Friday, so they're all home now for the summer. And fortunately, I still have to go to work, but I guess that is what it is. So without anything else, I'll go ahead and throw it back to you, John. WQIX 334. Thanks for running the net.
Okay, you might be the only one that has to get up to go to work, but perhaps after a few days of everybody still being there, you'll look forward to getting up and going to work. And by the way, Josh, an awful lot of noise. I could make out what you were saying, but it was almost drowned out completely with noise.
Huh.
Really?
Everybody listening, one of the purposes of the net is to find out how your equipment is working. So
your equipment sucks.
Commenting there.
Josh, you're not working.
WREK
You need to pass the butter.
Ryan and family in Mount Holly Springs.
I know
right
everything
at the
here
base
is
of the mountain
connected,
here.
but I'm getting a lot of noise on a lot of other people talking too. So I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that the line is
The kids have enjoyed the last couple days of heat wave. Got to go down to mom and dad's there and swim. I think it was 3 days in a row now.
I'm
trying to get some energy.
I'm barely receiving the repeater right now. I'm getting 2 bars coming in.
Swim really good. Besides that, we're just digging it, hanging out in the air conditioning, ready for this heat wave to be over. Hoping we don't get storms tonight, so I don't have to unplug the antennas. I guess that's it for this week, John. Talk to you all later. WREK 307, back to you.
Ryan, yeah, sounds good. Now I understand why you guys are all excited. You go out to your parents' house, their grandparents, and swim. Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
You read Mike's response there, Jim?
And finally, I don't know whether Doug and Sandy, speaking of your parents, are still hanging in there to listening, but you're up for some comments there. WRFL.
No, I didn't loan it, Mike.
All right, WRFL 218. Well, I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. Remember those who gave all. And we do really like the Holly kids coming down. But every day they tell me the water's warm, so I go get my suit on, jump in, and it's still only 68. I tell them it's not warm enough for adults. So hopefully it warms up a little bit better so we can all get in. Thanks for running that, John.
Wouldn't it be some crap if Josh lost reception to the repeater and we gained it?
All these days in the 90s and upper 80s and
I'm
so
still
forth,
not
the water's
getting it.
bound to warm up eventually, for sure. Okay.
You're trying to listen to it now?
Enjoying it.
Yeah.
And thanks for your comments there, Doug.
Maybe I can get it on my
Time to once again see if there's anybody that would like to check in that hasn't yet tonight. New stations or late or missed from my list. Go for it.
WRDJ 976, late check-in. Or Sweater Township, Dauphin County, late check-in.
Well, we got you, Joe. WRDJ 976. I guess you woke up or whatever. And then there was another station there describing Dauphin County or whatever. Would you go for it again there, please? The other station.
What is going on there?
490 Cars, Sweater Township, Dauphin County, late check-in.
Garth, we've got you there, back on the active list. Very good. Do you have any comments there, Garth, before we'll go back to Joe?
Ran into Bob, now it's probably, feels like it might have been 2 months ago over at the Weiss and Enola, and got to say hello in person. I don't usually get to see any of you guys in person, but told him my 2006 Tahoe is pretty much out of service. for the time being. So I'm relying on family loaners while I look for a new vehicle, and it's definitely not a good time to be in the market for a new vehicle. So wish me luck with that. We'll see what happens with the gas prices. I'm trying to get a hybrid, either a plug-in electric hybrid or just a regular hybrid. So again, wish me luck, and wishing you guys all good health and a good night. Back to you, John. Thank you for running that WQRC 490.
Okay, Garth. Well, thank you for checking in, and yes, best wishes for finding a vehicle. I know that's tough to do these days, and they are not inexpensive. So all the best on that. Now, Joe, your comments.
DJ976, yeah, I'm awake. I got a wake-up call. Woke me up. Believe it or not, I did fall asleep. I just closed my eyes for a second and out like a light. Can't believe it. Sign of old age, I guess.
Cold getting old.
The only comments I got is I want to thank Josh for helping us up at the farm, putting in the new fence area that we put the posts in and got the fence all put up for the goats and the chickens down below the first fenced-in area that we have. And it seems to be working out pretty good. The goats like it. They got plenty of trees to munch on, leaves, grass, and whatever else they find in there. I don't know. It's pretty thick. I'm kind of curious to see how long it's going to take them to clear that area out. And also the chickens that were young are pretty grown up now, and they're out running around down there at the fenced-in area. So that's working out pretty good for them. And yes, Kenny is still chasing everybody around. He chased, I think, Bob all over the place tonight. I think he told me, and he does. Anybody who comes in there into the fenced area, he goes after. He's pretty aggressive. So I don't know. Maybe his days are numbered. Michelle has her eye
Kenny's
on
going to be chicken soup.
two of the young roosters to see if they can take Kenny's place, but I don't know. We'll have to see on that. But again, I want to thank Josh for helping us out down there. I'm glad the weather wasn't real hot like it is right now, because I don't think I would have survived. I mean, I can't survive now. It was 93 the last couple of days here, and man, that's hot too quick for me. I have to run into the air conditioning and take about 3 showers a day. But other than that, I hope it breaks and gets back to cool weather. I guess I could say I'm waiting for winter again.
It's about right.
I like the brisk mornings, not these hot mornings. But yeah, John, I'm awake, and I'll probably go back to sleep here in a few. I don't know what it is. Is it the heat or is it the age? I don't know. But thanks for running the net, John, and I'm glad everybody's doing okay. And it's good to hear Juan in there. And somebody did say that Ray was in there. I haven't heard Ray for a long time.
Wasn't he going to drop a nickel?
One of the picnics that we have there. But I'm glad everybody's doing okay. And everybody that came back from Ohio, I'm glad they made it all right. And just about ready to time out. So I'll get it back to you, John, WRDJ 976.
Hey, Joe. Well, I'm definitely glad you got awake there and gave us a full report on the fencing and the fact that Josh was helping you. That's great. I know you guys appreciated that. And
long day.
Good for the goats and the chickens to have a little more liberty.
Wasn't like hand stretching
new
fence,
ground to
about
cover.
300 feet worth.
And yeah, I don't know. Kenny might
It's all
be
right there.
chicken corn soup at some point.
It's all right here in your fingers.
All right, very good. Any other stations, new, late, or missed, that would like to check in, please do so now.
WRMR 424. WRKL 556 Unit 2.
Hey, not hearing anybody. Let's see. It's
give me a hard no.
About 9:45 and about 40 seconds. We're getting there real soon. Hey, that'll conclude the weekly net of the South Central Pennsylvania GMRS group. A lot of thanks to all the stations that checked in, especially those of you that had some comments to make. Always appreciate it. Our next network check-in is, of course, next Wednesday. That'll be June 8th. Now, remember, there are other network check-ins, and they include Mondays at 9 p.m., temporarily on the 725 repeater in Hanover, and Fridays at 9 p.m. on the 725 repeater in Hanover. And that repeater has a PL tone of 141.3 hertz. Our next get-together is planned for Sunday, the 26th of June at 2 o'clock at the Shuttlesworth Farm, which is, I believe, at 100 or 101, something like that, Beard Road. There'll be more about the more precise address there coming up. This is what Josh was talking about there. And don't forget our Facebook page, that's South Central PA GMRS Group. This is John Riddlesberger, WRBW 501. Good evening, everyone. Have a super week. The repeater is now returned to its normal use.
See you, Mike.
See you, Mike.
See ya. All right. Thank you for joining us on the weekly net. Field day's coming up. I'm gonna go get some ice cream now. So I'll see you guys over on Diabler Family. All right. Well, we'll call it a night, and everyone have a good one. Stay cool, warm, whatever you like. I like it cool. You like it cool?
I like it cool.
I like it cool.
I like it cold.
Yeah, ice cold. I love winter, but I don't like heating the winter, you know. It's
right.
No fun. Anyways, we'll see you. Catch you guys later.
Suffer in silence and thank you. Come again.